And welcome back, ladies and gents, to the plugs on WERA LP, Arlington 96.7 FM. Still here with your favorite show on the station. Plugs, your favorite host Bex and the humble DJ Chris.
Yeah.
How was that first segment, buddy?
I enjoyed it. I wish we talked more about soccer.
Yeah, we got a World Cup show coming up next week.
Okay, so can't wait for that.
Yeah, hold your horses.
I'll try.
Alright, so what we got playing in the background, man?
We got our special guest, Kobbie. This is his song, Need It.
Yeah?
Sounds so soothing.
It is so dope. My man is bringing R&B back.
Yeah.
And man, that you kind of gave him a partial introduction, but we got to give him a more upbeat introduction. So yes, our special guest of today's show. If you guys been following us on social media, we posted a video about him. If you guys don't follow us, I don't know what the heck y'all doing.
You're just lazy.
Just follow us already. Jeez. All right. Look, at the plugs _WERA on Instagram. Rest of them, you guys can find out.
Follow the kids.
All right. So we got hip hop and R&B artist out here in the DMV. Kobbie in the building.
Yeah.
Who I did mispronounce his name a few
The
weeks
first
ago
time.
to Kobbie.
First time. It happens. It's been happening since elementary school.
Yeah. I remember you said, I think in another interview you had for 93.9 that you get that a lot.
Yeah.
How does it feel to you when you get that?
Doesn't bother me at all. Again.
Bother.
It hasn't happened since. It has been happening since.
See, if I was in your position, I'd be ecstatic. I think I mentioned that in the video, but
you'd be ecstatic.
Yeah.
If
somebody,
because you're getting
misspelled
compared
my
to.
name. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's another reason I don't mind, because it's like, oh, you think I'm one of the goats? I'll get this soon. Don't worry about me.
All right, it's good publicity.
That's what I'm talking about.
Any publicity is good publicity.
That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, so great to have you in. First time we've ever had you on the show. We played your tracks in the past. We're gonna play Kobbie's new single, "Prove." So we're gonna have him introduce that later on in the interview.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Just from all the people that I know, that know about you and the personality I see, I was like, yo, I have to get this guy on, because he just seems like such a dope person who can get along with everyone.
I told Becca this when I told him when I first saw a picture of you. I'm like, we got the next Brent Fayez and everybody right in front of us.
It's all good. Don't come up for the spot. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right, man. So to the general public who's just getting introduced to you and has never heard of you before, just give us a general kind of background about who you are and what your plans are in the music industry. How'd you get into music and all those good.
I always been into music. Grew up in the church. Pops was a pastor, so they had me singing and choir and all that real young. Started singing at 5.
Yeah.
So I just got real used to being on stage.
Any gospel in there?
Yeah.
It's R&B. Yeah.
Trust me, man. Mad R&B singers, their roots are in the church. They know where it is at. Then they had to hit the club and had to switch it up one time. But you know what I'm saying? So I was used to that. And then around 12, Pops built a studio in the basement for his radio. He did radio shows. Right. And my uncle taught me that early. He knew Dad's not gonna use this. Kobbie's gonna learn it. So he taught me early, and I was just 12 years old. I'm gonna write all these songs, man. I'm gonna write myself out this basement. Wow.
So that's where it came from.
That's where it started. Long way to go.
Yeah. So you just have 2 tracks out right now. From what I heard.
From the rebrand. Right. Yes. The rebrand. 3 tracks out actually. Technically, there's an older one we put out.
Yeah, I remember I heard you on Pronto.
Yes, sir.
My boy Amen X.
My brother Iron X. Doing this thing out in Paris right now, going crazy.
Oh, he's out there right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
And we're still here in Virginia.
Right. He hit me today. He was like, yo, I'm sitting on in Paris. I was like, man, just take me next time.
He told you to say it on the air?
He said, actually, I'm on my way to Belgium.
Yo, just because I heard that, don't follow him. Yo, if you find Amen X on Instagram, please report him. All right, man, we don't need that. All right, Amen, you ain't all that, man.
Hey, man, he's stunning.
No, you're my man.
He's worldwide stunting. I love it.
Yeah, he is. He's a cool cat.
Amazing.
So that's great. And I've heard you a couple times, so all your tracks are dope.
Thanks, man.
So what's with the R&B? Because I know you told me about your dad being in church and that kind of inspired you, but nowadays, I don't want to say it's kind of a dying genre, but it's a genre that's not as emphasized or as popular as opposed to this new trap genre we got, which used to be rap. It's now trap that's kind of taken over the whole industry. So what made you go?
It's funny because when I was like in high school and stuff, I was running away from it.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a rapper because I was like, R&B soft, and everybody's gonna think I'm soft, and I just sing the girls away. Like, don't play me, man. And then I grew up, and I was just like, wow, girls influenced my life a lot.
Right.
Like, I can't pretend to not talk about this anymore, and I'm not gonna be out here trying to rap all these like real situations. Right. It's like, man, you know you can sing. You've been singing. Just stop playing.
So have you ever made rap songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so like when you listen to your rap song as opposed to your R&B, how different does it sound?
Well, for me, it's not. There's some that are like I really straight rap, but there's not a lot of those because like melody is just super important to me when it comes to music. So even when I'm rapping, like you'll hear a melodic. Okay. There'll be melody in the rap. So like it's a blend. So some is just definitely like a little bit more like, oh, he's barring people out right now. Right. And then sometimes I ease it up, but it's usually just on the spectrum. It's a blend. So I never really try to look at it. I rarely go into a track like I'm going to rap, no singing.
Gotcha.
So is there like a artist you like to like? I want to say copy, but like resemble or who inspires you?
No.
Like that. I like that.
No, I mean the plan. I remember being 16 and I was trying to sound like Lil Wayne and trying to sound like.
Really?
Drake when I was young, and I was like, I'm never gonna out Wayne. I'm never gonna out Drake. But no one is ever gonna out Kobbie.
No, that's
like,
legit. The best person you can be is yourself.
Well, I guess a better way to rephrase it are there like a couple artists or a specific artist that you may have taken some notes from, or just like kind of not literally wanted to like copy or resemble them specifically, but took parts of their game or what they do with music and kind of applied it to what you do?
There's definitely artists that I saw like career moves. It's really, I'm telling you, I've really been adamant of like, I stay away. If you do something, I'm not going to do it because I don't ever want to hear this.
It's different.
You sound just like, it's like death of an artist. It's like, no, I don't sound like someone else. So like my things, I've definitely watched artists like rise. So like I really watched Wiz's rise. That was something that inspired me when I was younger. Right. And so I watch like their careers and the moves they make to get to like higher plateaus in the industry. But as far as their music, like I like it, but like trust me, I'm not going to the studio to be like you ever. This is not what we're here for.
See, I like that. It's confidence. I like that because a lot of other artists that we have in here will be like, yeah, I like this person when I was younger. I like to try to resemble them here and that. But I like the whole different thing. Like I'm doing me.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Well, I'm glad you actually said that because I'm gonna challenge you a little bit. I'm gonna throw artists out there. Genuine.
Ooh.
Track you.
See, we sampled Genuine.
I know, yeah.
But then you see even the song, like, that song doesn't sound like a Genuine.
It doesn't sound like Genuine, but it was... But the same type of genre. Yeah.
So, like, I took something that was familiar, and then it was like, okay, now it has to sound like a Kobbie song.
No, I loved it. No, it's definitely unique. It's definitely your own. So I give you a lot of props for that because you definitely finessed that into that's your own beat. Because I went back and listened to Differences by Genuine, and it was different. You definitely stand out. I'll give you credit for that.
Appreciate that.
Go ahead, DJ.
So, how'd you get the name?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with your name? Or
shout out to my parents.
Oh, that's like your actual name?
Yeah, that's my name. Like,
oh, that's dope.
Mama calls me Kobbie. Like, that's my name.
We gotta ask because we get a lot of artists out here that have aliases, like my man Anthony, Fourth Quarter Quattro,
Fourth Quarter Peso.
I don't know if that's his name, but it might be Peso Quattro. It might be
that's
Quattro.
I met Peso Quattro, and then he like leveled up to the fourth quarter.
Right.
Everybody else has like a story behind their name. I thought there was a story. That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, I had one. I was Chiron for a long time, from high school to like 2 years ago. And then when I did my rebrand, because I was like, I need to get this music off the ground.
Okay.
And I was like trying to find a new name, blah, blah, blah.
Kobbie is...
And then I was like, my name is Kobbie. Like, why do I have to look for a new one? That's not a name most people have. It's one that is recognizable.
I think you're the only Kobbie that I ever heard of.
There we go.
Right. No, that's actually interesting because I think Adele, the guy who got me hip to your music in the first place, he kind of told me about this guy called Chiron. I was like, okay. And I never really paid it any mind, but now I look, oh, okay, that's who it was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in, like, let's say 10 years? What do you see yourself?
So when I'm like, 35?
Yeah.
I'm 35,
25 gang.
Yes, sir. Quarter century, you know what's up. In 10 years, for sure still plan on making music, but by then I want to have started like branching into, I want to build studios across the country and help like people in my position that are in the basement. Right. It's expensive to get to record every song you want in a studio when you're not no one's paying for you and you're doing it yourself. So that's something I just want to do. I want to just like give like kids and younger like adults like a place that they can record for the low, great equipment, and just help them build. I think it's like an artist world out here, and a lot of people don't get the chance just because of resources. So that's something I want to do. Definitely by like 35. Definitely by 35. I want to open a couple, start at home, and expand.
And you want to deal with people who are all types of different music.
Yeah, always. Yeah, because I love all types of music. I make mine, but I love all types of music.
Can you give us examples of other genres that you listen to?
I mean, I like jazz a lot. Okay. Some friends. Shout out Danny. He's like a sax player.
I used to play saxophone.
Yeah?
Back in,
that's what's up.
I played for like a week. And I was like, this thing is too heavy. I can't do this anymore.
Yo, crazy story. I played the cello in like elementary school. Smallest kid in the school, biggest instrument. I was like,
that's how you gotta do it.
You know what it is.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, I like jazz. I'm not really into EDM and stuff, but I listen to, I don't know how to explain it. It's like electronic music, but it's not like house music.
Right.
It's still like more jazzy.
Right.
Something like my older brother put me onto. But yeah, I listen to myself and my friends.
That's dope. So I gotta ask this. I ask this for every artist.
Oh my God.
It's not the movie question. Relax.
Okay, good.
So it's two questions. It's two questions, right? I'm gonna ask you this soon.
Okay.
So tell me what's your most favorite performance you had, and then tell me what was the most embarrassing performance you had, like embarrassing moment.
Embarrassing moment performing them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start off with your favorite.
My favorite moment, my sophomore year, I won the hip hop battle at Pitt. Shout out to University of Pittsburgh, held a Pitt. And so when you won that, you get to open for the spring concert in front of the whole school, and they bring like a big act. So they brought Big Sean that year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so I opened. It was dope. Like amazing. Saw like everyone I had ever seen in college. It was like the biggest crowd I had ever done. Killed it. It was great. Everyone's going crazy. I get off the stage and I turn around. There's like this little black lady. She's just like smiling at me. And I literally turn to my friend. I'm like, yo, whose mom's is this? And then he just laughs, and I turn back around, and she's like, hi, Mrs. Anderson. I'm Big Sean's mom. And I was like, oh my God. So, got myself together, and I'm like, oh, shaking her hand, thank you. And she takes me to meet him. I get to give him my like demo at the time. And then he's just like, man, keep going, just keep doing your thing. And it was just like such a surreal day for me. I was just like, I don't want to be you, but I want to be in your position. Moment. I want to be the guy that goes shakes the kid's hand like, yeah, you can do it, man.
Yeah.
So that was definitely the best.
You kind of sound like him too.
That's the guy, man. That's the homie.
Yeah.
real good dude.
Just like your conversation voice. It kind of reminds,
I'll take that.
So
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
So what's your embarrassing moment?
Yeah, this isn't good. So
say it.
It's definitely the point.
A kid I knew in college. It was definitely one of my first shows. It was also when I just got to college, so I was fully wilding out in life, and I wasn't supposed to perform.
Right.
It was a show, and I, a little sip, a little too many sips, and then he brought me on stage just to like hype with him, and I kind of just like took over. Like I didn't remember doing it, but I just kind of started rapping over his song. I took a mic, and then I just.
How many people were there?
How many people were in the room? Probably like 100 something.
Okay, that's a good amount.
It was a good amount. It wasn't like a packed show, but
No, it's a good amount for you to feel.
So I just felt the energy. And I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
And I took over, and then like literally he had to like stop performing his song because I was in front of him, rapping, going crazy, and then didn't really remember.
How did the crowd react?
I mean, they were hype. Like they didn't know that.
Oh, that you were messing it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what did your boy? What happened with your boy? What did he say?
He
no Rotten Tomatoes being thrown on stage. No,
I was going crazy, so they were just like energy. We were with it. He was obviously not happy with me, but he didn't. There was no. It was like he asked Kobbie to come on stage. So like,
if anything, it kind of helps him too, because now when people are gonna think of him, like, oh, he's got that hype dude with him, you know?
Right. Yeah. So that's definitely not how I played it. I for sure apologize, but. That was embarrassing because they had to tell me later, and
right.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Man.
Sorry, Nib.
Hey, man, but like
I like do what you gotta do.
I like I like that though, because I'd rather put myself in more embarrassing moments than not, because I always say this, and there was a line that I read on, I forgot where I got it from, but it was like, it's better to say too much than nothing at all. So that's a quote I live by every single day. So I'd rather take more chances, make more risks. Maybe not the alcohol way, but definitely like taking more risks and stuff like that, and get all the kinks out and kind of learn from all those experiences.
Drink responsibly
if they don't work out or something like that. But let me ask you another question that's tied into performances and stuff, because and I can tie this in, like, relate it to me a little bit. And like
hear this.
With it's about
performances.
Us.
Oh, okay, about us. Okay,
no, like us. Like
okay.
Like for example, when we right, you're not involved, Chris.
Okay, fine.
Actually, you are. You're part of this.
Okay.
So
I feel wanted.
For me, when we first started this radio show, when we first started at Mason, I kind of knew I was really good at it, and I knew my sports and things like that. I just wanted to put it on a platform. So when I first started, I was, we were doing really good, and we were getting a bunch of guests and different people like in the industry. And I was networking like crazy, getting people from all over the country, from Mason. Like we had people like tuning in from like Europe and from the Middle East, and it was crazy when we saw like the map of people that were listening. And so like I always knew like I just wanted to put it on the platform. But we had won an award, as I mentioned to you guys before the show at Mason, and they hung a banner up about us. Shout out to GMU. Just FYI. If you guys go to Mason, if you ever see a banner,
winning only,
right?
Baby.
You ever see a banner called the Plugs? That's us. So just give me a holler.
Cheer.
So it was kind of like after that award, even though I kind of knew deep down inside, that award kind of gave me confirmation that you can do really good at this. So the reason I brought that up is because have you gotten that feeling from performance, or is there something else you've done music-wise, whether it was a track you got and kind of like the reception you got from it, that kind of gave you confirmation, or have you just had that confidence inside?
I always have the confidence because I'm like very, very critical of myself. Like I ask my friends, like, if I don't like it, and if I'm writing it and if I don't like it, like, it's in the trash.
Same way.
We're not gonna go back.
Yeah.
So
ask this guy.
So if something's left my computer,
ask this guy?
And it's on yours now. I'm proud of it already.
Right.
So not that I don't care what you think about it, but it's gone through enough scrutiny that like there's not much you can say to me now. Like I'm fully comfortable with it. But the first time I really this last Songbird show we did.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that because we posted that video.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you're like screaming. You're like, I waited my whole life for this moment.
I really did.
Yeah.
So like I've done shows, but like a lot of the shows people either don't know me or like they might know me, but they don't know the music. So they're just there to like, proud of you, Kobbie. I'm like, I appreciate you, but you're just looking at me. But this was like the first time that I started. I was like, and everyone just screamed at me like, that's why I'm calling. I was like, I don't know.
It's too surreal, right?
Yeah, like I literally freaked out. Like that was a real that like was a real. I didn't control that.
That was in New York, right?
That was actually here. We were in DC, Songbird.
Yeah,
Music House. Shout out to Songbird. Love y'all. So that was definitely like the first time I'd ever like I could put the microphone down and people were singing to me, and I was just like,
that's a crazy feeling.
It was just this is real. Like you're not playing games anymore.
Yeah.
You're not in the basement anymore.
You think that might be a moment you might look back on and be like, that was the start?
I'll never forget that for sure.
See,
for sure.
That's what I like.
It was beautiful.
That's like when everybody says when they win if they win multiple championships, they're like, nothing beats the first time. No. It's like, it's just a magical moment just being that first time.
Yeah. It definitely felt like this wave of like all that time to like this moment was like, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, I literally go back to Mason just to see my banner. And I'm cocky with it.
Right at it.
I'm cocky with it. We're like indoors too, and there's like dim lighting like at the time when I went there. So I was like cocky. I put the shades on. I was like, yo, you're gonna take a few pics of us. I'm gonna put it up. Yeah, and I'm just gonna like put my arms down. I come up with like what was the caption I put? It was like, we hang banners on our free time or something like that.
Bars?
Mess with it.
If you need bars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
hit up Bex.
I don't know. Like that's like what I was gonna say. Like I know exactly what you're saying because when I first started DJing, I used to just DJ at my house just for fun. And I went to there was a hookah bar called you remember Mansion, out in like Sterling. It was a really small spot, but I knew the guy DJing. Right, and he was DJing, and I gave him half of my playlist, or if not, probably most of my playlist, because he didn't have songs. So I'm just standing. I'm literally.
He's a DJ.
Seriously, no. Like I sat there, I was like, he's like, yo, I need your songs. I don't have songs. I'm like, then why are you DJing if you don't have songs? But anyway, so I gave him my hard drive. He starts DJing.
I thought it was karaoke.
Yeah, well, I don't know. And so he starts DJing. Nobody's dancing. Nobody's getting on the dance floor. And And like people were starting to leave, and I told the guy DJing, I'm like, dude, let me just get on for like 5 minutes. I've never done this before. 5 minutes turned into 2.5 hours of me being on the board and everybody on the dance floor. At the end of the night, everybody came to me, started dabbing me up, like, yo, let me get your contact, and all this stuff. That was my moment. I was like, all right, I need to quit everything and start doing this like full time. Yeah, I'm a DJ.
Oh, clearly.
And like
DJ
that
now.
was the moment when I really said, I was like, this is my passion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like for you it was for performing. Him was the radio. For me, that was my moment. It was just like, I need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was definitely for me.
That was your first dub.
Yeah, that's the moment that I will never forget.
You know,
even though it was like 30 people in the place.
Man, the size doesn't matter. It's the magnitude of that movement.
Oh, for sure.
That changed your life. So
yeah, for sure.
Big.
Or even like with this show too, it's like you hear.
You dropping bars too, man. I had to get them on, man. You hearing this personality?
I need you to write my.
I need
you to write my Instagram quotes. By the way, like I post a picture.
Send me the pic.
I got you, and I just need some like bars.
Oh, you definitely need help with that. You definitely needs help with the captions. Definitely needs help with the captions.
I Google everything, dude.
Yeah,
those were 3 definites.
But there was.
This is real.
It was definitely a period of time where I questioned his existence. There definitely was.
Coming from the guy wearing the headphones the opposite side, dude. Don't even start talking to me.
Yeah, you're right. It's functioning though. I saw that matter. All right, so I think it's about that time. We're about ready to play Kobbie's track "Prove," and I'm gonna let him actually talk about it for a couple minutes. Just everything behind it.
Okay.
Both production wise and I don't know whatever mentals.
Yeah, I can talk about it.
Go ahead.
It came together pretty crazy. So me and the homie Juan, shout out Juan J Music. You can check him out. We met at a hookah bar. He's friends with my friends, and they'd been like telling him about me, telling me about him, and I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. But then the person's not real, so like, I'm not really concerned. And then one day we're at the hookah bar all chilling, and then after me and him are talking, he's like, yeah, they said I was here to meet some kid, blah blah blah, and I was like, yeah, they told me the same thing, and then we're just kind of like, is it you? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's crazy. All right, we're in the studio this week, like, it's love. So we go to the studio, and he's like showing me beats, and he's dope, super fire. But I was just like, bro, we gotta start from scratch. Like, let's me and you make something right now. So he got the keyboard out, started playing chords, started doing drums. We just built the beat, and as he like, so we built the beat, like the basic like chords and the bass line, and then he's like, yo, just start writing, and I'm gonna fill it up. So I just start writing. And I'm sitting there like, I'm on the spot. Like we're in his room, like in his bedroom thing. I'm like, that's not really how I write. I usually like do this gibber. I'll go back and forth from the booth and like get the worst. But like I was like, I can't do that right now. I don't know him like that. Can't just start singing gibberish from people's houses. They get a little crazy. So then I'm sitting down, get my little iPhone out. I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna talk about? And I had low-key just gotten in this little situation. The situation of Prover, I was like, this girl just keeps playing with me. I don't know why you're playing with me. There's no reason. And I was like, yeah, you're the inspiration. I'm going to draw our little story that's not really a story into a whole song. And you're going to have to deal with that. So that's definitely what Prove came from.
See, inspiration comes from everywhere.
Everywhere, man. Just live your life and open your eyes. It's there.
I was actually... Before we introduced the track, I actually was thinking about taking a tape recorder with me 24/7 and just having it just record everything I say, because there are times that I say things and then forget about it and then I don't remember it. So it's like I come up like I feel like
gotta keep them.
That's a suggestion I'm making for you. Like
I might have to do that.
Yeah, you might have
the voice memo rolling.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to introduce your track the way you always envision it to be introduced on the air. You got the spot. It's on you.
All right. Yo, DMV, it's your boy Kobbie. Right here with my brothers at WERA 97.7, Bex and the boys. You know what's good. This is my new single, Prove. Out now everywhere you find your music. I promise you. Go check it out. For a minute.
All right, boys and girls, welcome back to the Plugs on WERA LP Arlington 96.7 FM. Stay with your favorite host Bex and the humble DJ Chris.
Yeah.
And still in the studio here with R&B and hip hop artist Kobbie.
Yes, sir.
And we were just listening to Kobbie's new single Proof, which is available on all platforms.
All of them.
Which platforms?
That's Apple Music. That's Spotify. That's Tidal. That's SoundCloud. That is iTunes.
Man,
that is
everywhere.
Google Play. That is Amazon Play. That's where your girl be playing. You feel me?
The officialist of the officials right here. I'm coming up
The
with words.
DMV's favorite R&B artist in the studio.
I give you credit, Kobbie. Like, I just came up with a new word. Like,
what?
Huh?
What's your new word?
Oh, I just said officialist of officials.
Oh, officialist of official.
Yeah.
I'm the officialist.
Yeah, officialist. Yeah.
I need that on a plaque. On my name tag.
Right. All right. So again, we listened to "Prove" by Kobbie. We were talking to him a little bit about his background music. You know how he feels about performing.
I actually gotta give a quick shout out to Q. It's his birthday today.
It is
Hey,
my
shout out to-
So happy
DJ
birthday.
capital Q
Happy birthday,
on the ones
fellow
and twos.
DJ.
You know he gets it right every time I'm on that mic. You dig?
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Bars.
DJ, killing him.
Bars, man. You need,
Yo, pull, man.
do you ever do any freestyles? Go ahead, Q.
Yo, the big 25, know what it is. Capital Q on the ones and twos. Appreciate y'all. So much more in store. Stay tuned.
Hey. That's what's up. Happy
Howdy,
birthday again, man.
It's my brother.
Yeah. Shout out to all you guys.
Do you
guys
have
been
any
fantastic.
handles you want to give out?
Oh,
Go ahead, follow me on IG at Capital Q. That's it. You know, you see the name, it's like Q. You see some pretty fire pictures up there too. So yeah, if you're a female, go ahead and slide in my DMs.
All right.
Hey, that's my friend Q.
Yeah, well, that's it for today. We'll be back next week.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was funny. Never a dull
Tell
moment.
me you don't listen to our show.
Never
Tell
a
me,
dull
give me a
moment
reason
on
why you
the
don't
show.
listen to our
There's
show.
no good one.
And there's
Don't
no
give me
good
one.
reason.
There's no good one.
Never a dull moment. All right, so let's keep it with Kobbie right now. Kind of get back on track. I don't think we can at this point, but we're gonna try.
Good.
We're gonna try anyway. So talk to me a little bit about the near future. What you got going on. Any plans you got coming up?
Yeah.
To let people know about.
Yeah. Okay, so first, shooting the music video for Prove right now. We're about, I'd say 80.
Right now?
Like
right now in the studio.
Not
Like
this
our
very
studio,
second.
this show is gonna be on
I
the
mean,
music video.
if you had wanted that, I could have made that happen. But
You messed up,
That's all
Becker.
good.
You done messed up.
come on, bro. That's in the works. Like, we're really almost done with that. That should be out in the next few weeks, and then I have my next single coming out end of July, and then I have my first project under my name, Kobbie, coming out in August. I won't give you the date yet because I don't know it, but it will be coming out in August. We got that one ready. I've already put together the tape after that. That'll be coming out in the winter, and I'm currently working on the third one. So yeah, I have we got a lot. It took a lot of time to set up this whole thing that they're seeing now, but now it's just gonna be constant. Like, they're just gonna see me. I'm not going anywhere for a long time.
I hope you don't, dude, after what I just heard.
Yeah, right.
You're working, man.
Dope music, dope tracks.
Thank you.
It's gonna be coming on a consistent basis.
I got a request for you.
Yes, sir.
Quest.
A request.
Oh, a quest. I was like, where we
No.
going?
A request. Sorry.
Request.
I get excited when I have a good question.
Gotcha.
For you. Well, at least when I think it's a good question.
Definitely not a good question.
No, it's definitely is. So,
Where's the definitely tracker on now? I think we're at like 20.
no, listen. So when you have the performance in front of like thousands of people, right? Can I be in the back on stage with a mic just to hype up the crowd? I asked every artist this, and no artist has ever. They all say, yeah, I got you, but no artist has ever said okay. Like when it comes to the
Or
moment.
maybe they haven't had that.
You want to
moment
be
yet.
a hype man?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what that requires?
I
You
can
have to be more hype than me.
Oh, bro, you don't know me. You've
I
never
don't
seen
know
me.
you that well, but
you've never seen me.
that's-
You've never seen me
I-
hype up people.
I will tell you yes if you truly believe that you can out hype me on a stage.
Okay, so we got to do it at a smaller stage with a smaller crowd, and I'm gonna show you.
Okay,
I got you.
I could do that for you.
All right, that's
I
all.
really
That's
can.
all I ask. I don't
Alright.
ask too much in life. That's like the small things. It's just
All
like
right,
one thing.
We'll
I'm
start
thinking
at the
of.
100 show so that at the thousands I'll trust you. You know.
All right, bet. Sounds like a
Cool.
deal. Sounds like a deal. See, was that bad of a question to ask?
I was gonna suggest starting at single digits, but all right.
You, the friends in a room, quietly, no
Couple
windows.
friends, not all the friends.
Just a few of them.
It's just like the ones that won't hate him. No matter what he does or anything like that.
You're supposed to be backing me up with this stuff.
I am backing you up. I'm telling him from now so he doesn't put you in that position. Do you want to be embarrassed now in front of 3 people or 1,000?
You know what? There's only one way to learn. There's only one way to learn. I
right.
can't even talk anymore.
All right.
How excited I'm getting.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this subject.
Okay.
I'm gonna plead this fifth on the subject. I'm gonna let you do you. So anyway, I can't wait for that day if that day ever happens.
Oh, dude, you're gonna see me all over Instagram, like media, like everywhere. Not even Instagram.
It would be a
media.
thing. I for sure would make it a thing.
Like, name a more dynamic trio than this right now. Like, imagine that on stage right now.
Am I included?
Actually, with him too, as DJing
He's
with
DJ.
you.
He's DJ.
Woo!
I mean,
yo, all those
real caliente right there.
It's got hot everywhere.
Right.
Feel me?
This guy. All right, let's go back to the music video thing. So we got about like 7 minutes left on the air.
All right.
Talk to me a little bit about music videos. Do you come up with the ideas? I mean, I loved your last one, the one Denise. I think it was Denise that made it for you from Visions.
Yeah. So it was. Go ahead. It was like a shorter video, but so the problem was.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was a shorter video, but. So I'd done some videos when I was Chiron, back in college and stuff, and the people I had done those videos with were super dope. Like, there was no reason they should have worked with me dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then when they both moved to California, pursue the videography, they were working with the clippers and stuff, like they're killing it. Shout out to Jeff. But I was in Pittsburgh and I just couldn't find that quality. Like, I wasn't gonna put out a video if it wasn't as good as the one I'd done. And then I came home and was trying a bunch of stuff, trying to talk to people, and again running into the quality. And I was like, I'm not putting out a video if it's not gonna look like what I did when I was 19. How am I 22 and I can't do what I did when I was 19? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
So I was chilling on the videos, and then I met Anise, met Swizzy, I met a bunch of the people out here that are just killing it, and they're like very good friends with people that are my good friends, and like, they just became fam. So now we're getting onto the videos. I have a lot in the works right now. Probably get 3 out by the end of summer.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm very involved because the whole point of this rebranding and everything was that like I needed control of like my image because I'm not used to like I changed my name to Kobbie, which is my name. So like I wanted to take it from this whole gimmicky like I have this weird image persona. I was like, no, I'm just gonna be me. But then you still have to put that out correctly. You still have to show people who you are correctly, or else they're gonna make their own assumptions and they're gonna get it wrong. So with these videos, I've been definitely like working with the videographers, but like they're my ideas, right? So like they're my stories that I'm trying to bring to life because the songs are often stories or just parts of my life that I expand and explain through the music. So with the visuals, I just want to take that a step further,
right?
So you can really see this world that I either live in or the one I've created for the song, and I can bring you there with me. So. You'll see it. After the videos come out, you'll understand a little bit more about what I'm saying.
Do you kind of want to bring that back? Because I don't want to say again, like, it's kind of like a dying breed, but the music video, how should I put it? Era? Not really.
It's not as important or popular as it used to be.
Because now what it used to happen was when artists used to come out with tracks or with EPs or with albums, they would put out the music video and the song at the same time. Now it's like they're releasing the tracks before the music video, like, and there may not be a music video at all. You know what I mean? So is that something you want to like?
I definitely want to
emphasize. Yeah, go ahead.
My emphasis is always on the music. I just know how important visuals are, especially at the beginning of a career, to like having people understand you,
especially in this day and age too. Everyone wants to see.
They just want, they want proof.
Like, that's why I started recording like video of these shows, because you can hear us on the radio, but when you see us, it's like
it's a little bit more.
And that's the thing. Like what you said with like the music and people understanding. Like for example, like Kanye West or Childish Gambino, when they do their music videos, it's like you really start understanding the song and what they're trying to say. Like. For example, Childish Gambino's "This Is America." Like I heard it without listening to the music video, right? I didn't really understand it. You know what I mean? Till I saw the music video, and I'm like, now it makes sense. Now I'm understanding what he's saying. Or like when Kanye West did that whole, I forgot what it was called, the way he had like his whole album into one music video, just kept connecting.
Oh yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
Was that for My Beautiful Dark? That was Runaway, right?
Runaway, I think it was. Yeah. And so
which one are you talking about?
You remember when he had all his like 5 or 6 songs and he combined it into one music video?
Oh,
where he was just jumping from scene to scene, and each scene was a different music video.
Yeah, I forgot what track. Go on.
Yeah, but no, I just like what I know what you're saying. Like visuals,
they help the story. And exactly, they help the listener understand, because when you wrote that, you were in a place, and there was a visual in your mind.
Exactly.
You really recognize it or not.
Have you gotten different reactions from when you, for example, if you just released the track itself, a reaction from that, and then a reaction for example, if you posted a video about it later on, like a week or a couple days after.
I've seen people who like didn't pay attention to
right,
the
they
like
paid more attention.
I dropped the song. They're like, oh, that's cool. But the second that there's a video of me rapping it, they're like, oh,
that stuff is
because that looks more official.
That stuff is real, ladies and gents. That stuff is real. Trust me, we go through the same things. Yeah,
yeah. So for sure.
Yeah, sometimes we run into a similar situation with that because, like with us here on the air, we gotta, let people know about what's coming on, like on a regular basis. So. It's hard to have that quality every single post because we have to also let people know about what's coming up. So I feel you on that because I want to do that more than I ever have as well. So I'm glad, you brought that up.
For sure.
All right, we got a couple minutes. Actually, less than 2 minutes. Actually, we got exactly 2 minutes left. Any upcoming shows?
Check for me in August. We have something crazy that
Check
we're
for
going
you
to
in
do
August. Finals, thoughts, shout-outs?
First of all, shout out to the Greedy Boys, La Familia all day. Second, check for my brothers Iman X and Nakfa. They're gonna be coming to y'all real soon with some heat, some visuals. We got some.
They just dropped a new track, right?
Yeah, Iman just dropped, ready to go. Go get that everywhere. Nakfa coming soon. Don't you trip. And I'm coming sooner than you think. And
like right now.
Yeah, nah. But a lot of music on the way. Man, you're gonna see us, man. Don't worry about it. Believe. Just believe. Believe in your greed.
Social media handles.
I am Young Lit Show. Period. No. I'm at Young Lit Show.
Okay.
On Young Lit Show, spelled correctly, on Twitter and IG. And if you want to hit me up on Facebook, just search Kobbie Music. What else is there? Snapchat, Young Lit Show.
Do you still use Snapchat?
Yeah, but it's quiet.
Yeah. It's quite. I haven't used it since they made that new update.
For my silent interactions. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. All right, DJ Chris. Any last shout out?
I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
No, it's just a real question.
We got 30 seconds.
Okay. Is there one artist at the point right now where you already left that you would love to open up to?
Travis Scott.
Okay.
Travis.
Nice. Okay.
All right, we're going to leave it at that.
All right.
That's all I had to ask.
All right, Kobbie. Well, this was dope, man. Thank you again for coming on.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We definitely got to have you on sometime soon.
Sure.
We'll definitely be in touch.
Always.
And we'll definitely get a hold of your new music to play it, whether you're in studio or you're not. Because that's just what we do here on The Plug. We play everything that's dope here in the DMV.
Y'all real, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
Love, man. It's real.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll be back next Monday, ladies and gents. You listen to The Plugs on WERA LP, Arlington 96.7 FM. Home to DJ Chris.
We out.